Welcome to the KPC Smart Money Podcast with Karen and Kevin Chris. So last week we were talking about, how to get out of debt, not to get into debt. Is debt, can you use debt? I think, there's sometimes when, you can take advantage of some things like you've done it. Say a million times.
No,
that would
I've
be an
not done it.
exaggeration.
Yes, way
but,
exaggeration.
with furniture and computers and
Hey, if
whatnot.
someone's going to give me 0% interest, you're darn right, I'm going to buy something on
You did
credit.
it with your car.
I did it with my car. I did it with furniture. Yeah, you just have to make sure you pay it off when you say you're going to pay it off, or they're going to wallop you. But
whop you right over the head.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about one way to get out of debt is with frugal living and smart shopping. So we touched on the end of part one last week. We were talking about coupons and, online coupons, online cash back. But really, when you're going to buy something with all the technology now, our daughter's really good at this. She can search anywhere and find the exact same thing at the cheapest price. But that's the point. She takes the time to find the best deal she can on something. And, I used to do this out of college. In fact, in college, go to consignment shops. You used to get some fun, funky, inexpensive stuff at consignment shops. And, instead of paying $100 or $120 for a designer pair of jeans, you can go into a consignment shop and get it for $15. It just, again, takes a little bit of time and a little bit of creativity, but consignment shops are great, and you can get the same stuff that people are paying a whole lot of money for at really good prices.
You know what? I tell you what, we had a place in our hometown in Melbourne, Florida. My dad used to call it the Undertakers because they had new shoes, but that they had like what you would call slightly worn shoes, right? And I remember my first pair of golf shoes I paid $10 for, and they looked new, but some poor guy just probably died and his wife left him off at the consignment shop. They were probably, at that time, that was a long time ago, they were probably $50 new.
Well,
right?
yeah.
It got them for $10. Nobody knew the difference.
No, and, there are, baby consignment shops, very specific. I mean, hey, when kids are growing, you're going through clothes you're going through clothes like crazy. And we've got Plato's Closet. There's also online ones called ThreadUp and Swap.com. All that to say, again, a little bit of time, use consignment shops to save a bunch of money on the things that you are looking for.
So, cut the cable. How about that?
Oh, we did it. It was fabulous.
We did that. So welcome to the millennial. You can watch most of your shows online. If you haven't cut the cord yet, put that $100 cable bill towards your debt each month and watch just how quickly your debt snowball starts rolling.
Absolutely. Now, here's a big one. Stop going out to eat. When we see people wrestling with getting their budget under control, it almost always centers around food. It's either you're going out to eat too much. DoorDash became the big thing during COVID. Or
you can stop now.
Or grocery, or even grocery shopping, just, buying all kinds of stuff that you kind of end up throwing out. I can hear my mom and dad or grandparents in the background going, that's so wasteful. Well, yeah, they came out of the Depression. They would never buy the amount of food that a lot of people do and just let it rot or have to be thrown out. But eating out, particularly right now in inflation with what's going on in fast foods and restaurants, oh my word, is it getting expensive? So try and eat home. Now, I get that also takes some time. Kevin, we tend to eat out more than we want to because it's been a long day and it's late, and thinking about cooking something just, we don't want to eat at 8:30 at night. But there are a lot of people that prepare ahead of time, make their meals on Sunday for the whole week. But
did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah. When the kids were young, did it all the time. Did all my cooking over the weekend and had a whole week's worth, because by the time you go to work, pick up kids from daycare, try and get them started on their homework, then you got to plan baths and all that kind of
Your
stuff.
mom used to do that for your dad when she left town,
Yes.
didn't she?
Oh, yeah. Give them a whole bunch of meals ready to go. So that, again, is a great area where you can save, I'm not kidding, hundreds of dollars a month. Going out to eat for a couple just a few times a month, voila, there's $100 plus. So stop going out to eat. Look at meal planning. And I'm going to let you do this one because my son-in-law, I mentioned this a while back, and my son-in-law keeps looking at my daughter going, no more Starbucks.
It's crazy. It's a $5 cup of coffee.
Well, so they're getting their
I don't
own.
care how much money we make. I don't want to spend $5 on coffee.
Well, they're
You've kind of backed off on that. You were going to Starbucks quite a bit, getting your little Starbucks stars and getting your because they trick you. They think if you buy more now, then you're going to get free stuff later.
No, I have my own espresso machine. So if I can make it at home, I prefer to make it at home.
Well, look, I haven't completely broke up with my barista. My barista is the racetrack.
Yeah, I know. I make
It's
a pot
for
of
the
coffee every morning. You hate it. You don't like
it.
it.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's like half
so
of it's
you go.
decaf.
So tell them what you do darn near every day.
No, not every day, but I go up to the racetrack and, you can get a
know
Starbucks
you by
type.
name, Kevin.
Yes, they do. But the Starbucks type of coffee where it's like better, right? And it's not half decaf like your coffee. And I can get like the large for like $2. Every once in a while, since they do know my name, I get a free one.
Yeah, and you put don't you put it half like cappuccino stuff
from
in
the
it or the
cappuccino
mocha
machine,
in
and
it?
I get the hazelnut, and they grind the beans for you in the machine, and you push the buttons.
But at the end of the day, $2 is better than $5. So good plan.
Okay.
Now, here's another tip. Hey, remember libraries? They've got lots of books and movies that you can check out for free, especially when you have children. So libraries are a great resource that people just kind of forgot about because you can do everything online.
Yeah, that's right. Plan your grocery trips.
Oh, okay. I'm telling on you and Rachel.
Well, you know what? When Rachel comes with me, it doubles the bill.
I would send you to the store with a list.
And you'd go, where's the half and half? Oops, forgot it.
However, we got Nutty Buddies and we got licorice. Yeah, exactly. You and Rachel were terrible when she was a teenager.
She looked up, the skinny little blonde girl looks up at you and goes, Daddy, can I have this?
Okay, here's the question. Do impulse items always end up in your cart?
Well, with Rachel, they do.
Oh, yeah, it's all her fault, right? Okay, so, hey, think about maybe getting your groceries online. Then you have to stick to your list and then picking them outside so you don't walk through the store and go, oh, that'd be nice. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, that'd be nice. And here's a tip I've always heard, and I do violate it. And when I do end up getting more. Don't ever shop on an empty stomach. Yeah. You will buy more than you need.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So also, you want me to cover this one?
I do. I really do. I just want to hear it.
It says avoid expensive hobbies. Well, look, I'm just going to say it. Golf gives me happiness, okay? And I like it, and it's fun, and I want to do it. Now, do I have to be a member of a country club? I think I do. But you know what? There's other ways to go about it. I just got a text from a guy that plays in our regular group. We got like 30 or 40 guys called Frankie's group that plays on Saturday mornings, and those who don't go to church play on Sunday mornings. But you sign up, and this one guy says he's quitting the club because they raised the dues. So he's going to go. There's all sorts of deals you can get if you're a golfer. There's a deal called Avid Golfer. There's golfnow.com, and there's some different ways that you can save money on your
there aren't a lot of our listeners that are probably golf addicts like you, but there's other stuff. There's other stuff though. Yeah. It's not just golf. All you do is look at the first sentence. How about craft stores? People who I know ladies that spend a ton on craft stores and then they never get around to the project. Hey, going to Home Depot just to fix some things around the house or your garden, that really adds up. So I'm talking more about not necessity spending. I'm talking about hobbies that can get expensive. And here's another one. How many people have gym memberships and they have them for a couple of months, life is good, and then they don't want it, and they've signed a contract, and now you're paying for this thing that you are never using. And you know what, Kevin, I'm just going to wrap it up with the last tip. Find some free entertainment that doesn't cost anything. Man, going out to the movies is expensive, right?
When's the last time we went to a movie? Really a long time ago.
It's expensive. But hey, listen, you know what? Take the kids to the park. Take your dogs to the park. Go for a hike. Get a free concert. Hey, we live near UNT. Those free concerts they're awesome. And they even have a calendar of them, or maybe it costs you $1 or $2. Get creative. There's lots of ways to get entertainment that's not as expensive as going to the movies and some of the other things that qualify as entertainment these days. So we are going to wrap up part 2 of getting out of debt and how to be frugal. Stay tuned, because next week we will finish up with part 3 on how to get out of debt. You're listening to Kevin and Karen Christ, and this is the KPC Smart Money Podcast.
You've been listening to the KPC Smart Money Podcast with Kevin and Karen Christ. To listen to more episodes, visit kpcsmartmoney.com. You can also find the KPC Smart Money Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher.
KPC Financial Solutions is an independent financial services firm that utilizes a variety of investment and insurance products. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through KPC Financial Solutions, LLC, a registered investment company. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any reference to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation. KPC Financial Solutions is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by KPC Financial Solutions. Hypothetical examples have been provided for illustrative purposes only. It does not represent a real-life scenario and should not be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation.